Hey, what's going on, everyone? Steve here, the DJ Lab, taking a look real quickly about this whole idea of putting Rekordbox on your phone to use with that new DJ controller, the FLX4. Just going to quickly rip through this manual here that's on the FLX4. And, you're going to see this is the same old thing. They've done this before with other programs. It's not a big deal. It looks exactly like you'd expect it's going to look on your phone and on your iPad. You got the artwork, you got the platters, you have a moving waveform, you got the top waveform, you got the crossfader, and you're going to have ways to load your tracks and all of that other fun stuff. Yeah, it's going to be able to do Bluetooth, which, of course, we've seen that situation back in the day. Pioneer already attempted that one time with the, I forget what they call that, the WeGo or something. And that wasn't super successful. And of course, you don't have stereo output. You got pre-Q and split output on these Android phones, of course. And we got beat loop, manual loops, all the loops you want. Then we got little performance pads that you can edit and change around, just like on Rekordbox. And you got the pad effects, which is, one of my favorite parts of Rekordbox on a standalone, well, not standalone, but on the desktop version of it. Beat jumps we have. You're going to have your sampler in there. You're pretty much going to have key shift. You're going to have everything that you need. Channel up fader starts. Beat effects, you got it all. Smart color effects. And then there's this new thing here, right? Let me just go back one more. So you have this whole smart fader. The idea that it's going to adjust the BPM playback according to the fader operation of the track. EQ low is automatically adjusted according to fader operation. The echo effect is going to be applied according to the fader operation. When sound outputs only from deck 1 due to fader operation, the BPM, I don't know. There's a lot of talking here. Basically, this thing is auto mixing. It's adjusting BPM, adjusting EQ, and adding an echo. I don't know why we're going to bother with this stuff because, hey, you might get really good doing that, and then all of a sudden you want to get bigger and better equipment, and the next thing's not going to be able to do it. Pioneer is infamous for that. They will add on some hardware kind of limitations to their software where a cheap piece of hardware will be able to do all kinds of really cool things, and then the most expensive piece of hardware connected to the same software cannot replicate those same cool things. So, or whatever. I'm not going to get into that much. Here's the diagram. You can hop on Pioneer's website, look at the FLX4 manual, and see all the cool things it can do and can't do. Microphones or changing settings. Regardless, guys, I just want to put it right out there. There's absolutely no reason to use a phone to DJ with. This isn't anything new. People have been using iPads. Tractor did it back in the day on an iPad, and they did it pretty successfully. Lots of people use DJ Algorithm. If you're going to do this on an iPad, for instance, I would still say use DJ Algorithm with the Nero mix so you can do stems, because that's pretty cool. And buy a Mixon 8. Buy a big professional size controller that has a slot right for the iPad to sit in, and everything's designed for it. This is a bit of a toy. The FLX4 is a very basic entry-level unit, not really meant for DJs. It's meant for people that want to dabble in it maybe. I suspect people are going to buy these things, they're going to play with it for a couple of months, it's going to sit on the shelf and collect dust. Save your phones for making phone calls, looking at your TikTok, your Facebook, your Instagram, taking some pictures. Go buy an actual DJ controller, use an actual laptop, or better yet, you know what? They've come down in price. Denon has the SC Live 2. It's not that expensive. Standalone player, no computer required, right? And it has access to streaming music. So you don't got to buy any music. You subscribe to Amazon Music. You've got all your playlists, and just run that. This thing here, seriously, I'm not going to squint and look at my phone. I'm not going to buy a big iPad to run this stuff. It doesn't make any sense to me. If you want to know more about this and get into all the nitty-gritty details, You can always go over to Digital DJ Tips and check out Phil, because he thinks this sings like, the cat's meow, man. It's going to be the next big thing. But everything he talks about is always the next big thing. I'm keeping it real here. This isn't that great. Subscribe to the channel, hit the alert button. I'll talk to you all later.